part 2 of our MiG 17 build. We're gonna, as you can see here, I've got these loosely fitted here, but I've got the cockpit in place and the main fuselage half, as well as the proper nose piece for the MiG 17F. So there's quite a bit going that we have to get going here. So what we're gonna essentially do, as you can see here, we're kind of at step 2 of the build. So we've got our nose piece and everything else. What it's got here is it's got a clear piece for the fog light in the center. So we're going to go ahead and pre-paint that with a chrome, and then we'll go ahead and seal that up, tape off the clear part after we've glued it in place, because these fuselage halves and then everything else afterwards is essentially going to be the wings and the fuselage halves coming together in gear bays. So what we're going to do is we're going to prioritize steps. So we're going to go ahead and paint all of the interior color for our cockpit. We're going to cut out all the gear bays, and we're going to go ahead and paint those up. And then after that, we're going to assemble the main parts, and then go ahead and spray those up in Tamiya's flat aluminum. Because look at the reference photos, a lot of it's a satin type finish, it's not polished metal. However, the nose cone and the air brakes are going to get this polished kind of chrome or polished aluminum look. So we're going to go ahead and get that done, and we'll come back when all the parts are painted and ready to be glued together. So we'll see you guys then. Hey guys, welcome back. So we've got most of our parts, as you can see here, glued together and ready for priming. However, there are some small issues that I figured I would bring to your attention. The tail goes together wonderfully, and you can put things in after the fact, which is nice. When you are installing the tail planes here, and same with the ailerons on the wing, the part numbers don't really match up in the instructions. They might have fixed this later on, but for this particular kit, they don't match, so you're going to have to play a matching game. And you want to make sure that all the surface on the inside here is sanded, and also on the outside of the actual moving surfaces. Moving on to the wings, they need a lot of clamping. The surfaces need to be sanded down smooth, and then I glued them together this way. As you can quite clearly tell here on the trailing edge of the wing, there's quite a noticeable lip, almost like it's squared off. So that'll definitely have to be sanded down to make that a little bit sharper and get rid of that actual edge. But everything else went together fine. There's very little filling. If anything, it's just going to be some sanding that'll take care of all of the gaps on here. And same with the horizontal stabilizers. Same thing, parts numbers didn't really match. You're going to have to work some magic to actually get them properly fitted and matched up, as well as sanding and trimming as per usual. The front nose gear bay came off really well. Fits in nice and tight, so don't do too much sanding on it, because it fits in nice and tight when the fuselage halves are together as well. Got our parts here all ready to be primed up. As you can tell, we've got the inside painted. They used metal colors, polished aluminum, or extreme metal, sorry, polished aluminum in there, and then covered it over with the clear piece. Once the glue's set and dry, then we'll go ahead and tape over the clear and go ahead and paint that the Tamiya aluminum. Now, like I was saying before, the nose gear doors aren't too bad. Like, there's no ejection marks there to really worry about. However, on the main gear doors, that's a totally different story. As you can see here, there's quite a few large holes or ejection pin marks, so that'll have to be filled and smoothed down so that it looks presentable once the gear's actually down. If you're building it gears up, it's not that big of a deal. There's just a lot of surface detail on the outsides, but on the inside, it's pretty nasty. So, and that goes for left and right. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and start putting some color down. So those are just the little things that I saw would need to be addressed before we go ahead and start painting the model. So we're going to take care of those issues and then we'll go to paint. So we'll see you guys back then. Thanks for watching and have a good day.